Hello everyone, my name is Saúl Escobar and I will tell you the story of Juanito and the wolf. Once upon a time, there was a little shepherd who spent most of his time walking and taking care of the sheep in the field of a small town. Every morning, very early, he always did the same. He would go out into the meadow with his flock and thus he would spend his time. Many times, as he watched his sheep graze, he would think of the things he could do for fun. As he often got bored, one day, while he was resting under a tree, he had an idea. He decided that they would have a good time having fun at the expenses of the townspeople who lived nearby. He came closer and began to yell, "Help! The wolf! The wolf is coming!" The people of the town took what they had at hand and went to help the poor little shepherd who was asking for help. But when they got there, they discovered that it had all been a bad joke on the part of the shepherd, who was laughing all over the ground. The villagers got angry and decided to go back to their homes. When they had left, the pastor was so amused by the joke that had begun to repeat it. And when he saw the people far enough away, he shouted again, "Help! The wolf! The wolf is coming!" The people, hearing again, began to run in a hurry, thinking that this time the first wolf had shown up and that his shepherd really needs his help. But when they got to where the shepherd was, they found him on the ground longing to see how the villagers had returned to help him. This time the villagers got even more angry, and they left terribly angry with the bad attitude of the shepherd, and they left hungry with that situation. The next morning, while the shepherd was grazing with his sheep and in the same place, he still laughed when he remembered what had happened the day before, and he did not feel sorry in any way. But he did not realize that same morning a wolf was approaching him. When he returned around and saw him, fear invaded his body, saying that the animal was getting closer and closer. He began to scream desperately, "Help! The wolf! The wolf is coming! What is going to devour my sheep? Help! Help me! Help me, please!" But his cries had been in vain. It was already late enough to convince the villagers that what he said was true. The villagers, having learned of the shepherd's lies, this time turned a deaf ear. And what happened? Well, the shepherd saw how the wolf pounced on his sheep while he tried to ask for help over and over again. "Help! The wolf! The wolf!" But the villagers continued to ignore him, while the shepherd watched as the wolf ate a few sheep and took many others for dinner, unable to do anything absolutely. And so it was that the pastor recognized that he had been very unfair to the people of the town, and although it was already late, he deeply repented and never again mocked or lied to people again. He's learning the lesson. Thanks for listening my little tale.